folks, it's good to see you, and this is my new series, Disgusting Doctoring. This is going to be the home of crackpot cures, dangerous diagnoses and pestilential pharmacologies. Episode 1, I'm afraid I'm going to be subjecting you to cruel quackery that's been curated from the animal kingdom, and it is quite gross. So I would suggest making sure your food has already gone down before watching, because if you're like me and you really easy, yeah. So pigeons, some are fancied and most are hated. And before you ask, of course, they're death omens. We are not surprised there, are we? But did you know they were also used as a cure for fevers? Probably not. The thing is, in order to cure your fever, you have to take a live pigeon and you either cut it or tear it in half. And then you would apply the poor creature to the soles of your feet. And apparently this means that you would be cured. My feet are screaming at the idea of that right now. And a little bit mean, because I've got a pigeon in my garden, a wood pigeon that we've called Jumbo Jet, because he eats too much and he's so fat that you think, how the hell are you able to fly, you pudgy little pigeon, you? But there you go. Whooping cough, pigeon halves. Nice. Now lizards are our next entry as a cure for fevers. And what you do is you capture one, you sew it into cloth, or you put it into a vessel and then you hang it about your neck to die. But also, if you're inclined to sorcery and you might be looking to shield yourself from burns, you can lick the lizard all over. And I mean all over. Really get in there. Every lizard crevice. The same goes for your tongue. You have to make sure that all parts of your tongue have met those of the lizard. Listen, you want to be burn proof? You get with a lizard. Though you may want to take it to dinner first though, because that's a little bit intimate. Snails are a creature I'm rather fond of, so this section pains me a little. Cure for whooping cough was to gather a number of living snails, and then you pass them through the hands of the sufferer, and then you string them up alive inside your chimney. And it was thought that as they died, so would the whooping cough. But if whooping cough is not your problem and it's in fact warts, you get a snail, you rub the snail 9 times one way and 9 times the other, and then you pierce the poor thing on a thorn to die. Are you seeing a pattern here? It's, ooh, gross. Now the next creature to be subjected to torture in the name of pain relief are moles. Now, moles are bleary-eyed, blundering balls of fuzz whose only crimes in life are messing up lawns and predicting death. However, if you do want to, you can replace your dentist with a mole cure. If you have a toothache, you take the tooth from a live mole and you hold it to your body to soothe the tooth's pain. So you're ripping the creature's tooth out while it's alive to cure your own tooth pain. Makes sense, doesn't it? Okay, strap yourself in because it gets a little bit worse for the mole. So another cure for tooth pain is to cut a dying mole's feet off and have the sufferer wear the feet. Though some of these cures do require you to let the mole go while it's still alive. For the cure to be effective, it's thought that as the mole died, the sickness would be lifted. I'm going to just stick with the dentist. She does a good job with me gnashers, and I like moles. I like all animals, most of them. Spiders, meh. Okay, we're still not done with moles, the poor things. So some cures for falling sickness or epilepsy are firstly by bleeding a live mole into wine and having the person drink this disgusting wine spritzer before, during and after the full moon, or again wearing the creature's feet in a bag around your neck. And other such neck-based mole quackery is to cut a living mole in half and tie each half to either side of the patient's neck while it's still bleeding and warm. And while you may already be cringing at the thought of this, it truly gets worse. For the patient must wear the mole until it has rotted beyond all bearing for the patient and, I imagine, their relatives. And if that is not to your taste and not to your liking, then you can wear a live mole in a bag around your neck until it expires. It is fascinating looking at these cures and wondering how we even arrived at these ideas. I mean, I've spoken before about the doctrine of signatures in herbs in a previous video, but cleaving something in half and wearing its corpse on you till it rots, just literally I cannot get my head around it. Maybe at the end of this channel, when we've gone through it, I'll figure that out, but oh my god. Oh, okay, so one more. Okay, just one more. Okay, so the last one is frogs. Oh boy, frogs are used to cure a gamut of ills. So let's start with thrush, because why not? So if your child has thrush, you simply wrap a live frog in cloth and then you insert the frog's head into the child's mouth. Once the frog is dead, do it one more time with another ribbity victim and the child's thrush will be cured. This method also was a cure for whooping cough because it was thought that the breath of the frog could cure whooping cough. So in this case, the frog was not held in the mouth until it had gone to the great lily pad in the sky. Yet another cure for whooping cough would be to go out and find 9 frogs, which would then be made into a soup and administered to the already sick victim. However, the patient must not be told or know what the soup contains and must eat all 9 of the frogs in order for the cure to be effective. Now I wonder why they mustn't be told. Now if you did overindulge in a bit of Kermit soup in order to try and get better and your stomach is feeling a little bit funny, you don't need to reach for the Rene. Instead, you just swallow a few more baby frogs and you will be as right as rain in no time. And lastly, and the best of all round froggy cures, is to simply lick a live frog's eyes. Imagine being a frog and you're doing your froggy thing and a large creature picks you up and licks your eyes. It would probably blow your froggy mind. Anyway, this has been Disgusting Doctoring with me, Folky. Thank you for watching, I appreciate you, and I will see you again soon. So, bye bye.